Hi everybody, this is Dave from Concise Reviews. I've just got my S7 Edge a few days before general release. Of course I've got a case on it already, but I haven't taken the cellophane off yet, so I'll do that right now. And I want to go ahead and show you guys some must-have apps that you need to get on your phone as soon as you get it. Okay, so the first one is a home launcher, which will replace TouchWiz, which is Samsung's default one. I find TouchWiz a little bit clunky, it's not very customizable. The app tray, I don't really like scrolling sideways, it's just my preference. I don't like this annoying newsfeed magazine on the left, which just seems to load and lag up your phone. And I don't like this huge page indicator, which is just such an eyesore on your home screen. So you need to get Nova Launcher. It's won a Google Play Award. It's got some good reviews from Android Police and others like that. I've got it pre-installed, so straight away you can see that eyesore of a page indicator is gone. I'll go into some more features in just a minute. You'll notice the cube page transition. As soon as you get this, you want to open Nova Settings, which will be an app in your app drawer, and you're going to want to go to Select Default Home and select Nova Launcher. And this just means that whenever you press the home screen, no matter where you are, it will use Nova Launcher rather than going back to TouchWiz. As I said, it's so customizable, it's unreal. You can change the size of the desktop grid, so you could have tons of tiny shortcuts on there and tons of widgets if you want. You can change the width padding, which is just the margins. I have it set to none, so it goes right to the edge. You can change the page transitions, so you can have just a simple swipe or a cube effect, which I think is best. Other options include an infinite scroll, so your home screens will just keep scrolling along. You can change the page indicator style and color, choose to have every app you install added to the home screen, have widgets overlapping. You can lock the desktop so it won't be accidentally changed, or your kids won't change it or whatever. You can customize the folders, so change what kind of background they're on, whether on a grid or fan. Change the platform there, change the transition when they open. I mean, you can go into as much detail as you want, but you can really customize your home screen. You can set OK Google to activate with any screen. I mean, there's so much customization. You're not going to regret getting this app, so it comes highly recommended. Okay, so the next one is Minima Pro Live Wallpapers. Now, live wallpapers seemed like a great idea when they were first announced, and they've never really caught on with Android. They've all been a bit naff, to be honest, but as you can see, this one is sort of sticks with the material design, which is popular right now, and it looks really cool. It's got this like 3D effect that adds another dimension to your phone. It changes shape when you move your phone around or when you touch the screen. I think it just really adds a bit of class to your home screen. When you get this, you're going to want to open up the settings, and you'll see straight away in the My Themes option that there's tons to choose from. Then once you've got one selected, you can go into customize, and you can change the size of different parts of it. You can change the color of different sections, change the orientation. There's so much customization, it's unreal. You can also go into settings to change how much it acts with different things, like when you're tilting your phone. I keep this down low because if you have it up too high, or to be honest the default setting that it comes on, it just seems a bit too crazy and it's probably going to give you a headache, so I keep that down low. And then there's also this randomize feature. Now this lets you just select what's going to be randomized, and you can just push that button away and keep going through until you come up with a wallpaper that you like the look of, and then it's as simple as hitting set wallpaper and that'll be your home screen. So yeah, highly recommended as well. Okay, the next app might sound a bit boring, but BBC News. I think BBC is obviously a respected source for news. The app's pretty good. You've got all the latest stories. You've got a live feed of the BBC News channel. But what I really like about this app is the widget. We saw the Samsung magazine news thing earlier, it was a bit naff. This one I think is the best way to look at up-to-date news from whatever subject you want. So I have news and sport on my home screen, and it's real easy to add. You just go to your widgets, add the BBC list widget, drop it on your screen, pick which subject you want. So you've got different regions, different subjects. I'm going to have sport like we just said. Hold your finger on it, resize, and then you've got a constantly updated feed of all the latest sport news right on your home screen at your fingertips. And then you can obviously just touch into a story you want to look at, and it's just so easy. Okay, so the next app is called Pixay Pro. It's a photo editor. I think it's probably the strongest, easiest and most effective photo editor available on Android. You can source a picture through the app, or you can go into your gallery, open a picture and then share it through to the app that way. And once you're there, you can choose which size you want it to be while you're working on it. And there's tons of things you can do. The two I use mostly are Boost, which obviously just boosts the color. You can see how much it just brings it to life straight away. And then the other one I use a lot is just ramping up the exposure a bit, and it just puts a bit more light, bit more brightness in the image. You don't want to go too crazy, but as you can see, that looks a lot more vibrant already. But there's tons of other features. You can crop it, flip it, you can adjust brightness, fix red eye. This is a really good one, the paint and mask selection. So what you can do here is paint over an area that you want to apply an effect or filter or whatever to. So we'll just go over Michelangelo here, and then the next step is to apply an effect. So we can be a bit arty and make him go black and white, change the levels of that. But why would you want to make Michelangelo lose his color? Let's look at some of the other effects. You can apply all these different kind of filters, sort of borders. The vignette sort of puts a nice frame around it. You can add stickers on if you want to be a bit fun or arty or whatever. So let's just give him a speech bubble, hey, and you can obviously move that around. You can do all sorts of things with this as well, add frames, add borders, add all sorts of different stickers as well. And then you can share it to tons of your apps, or you can just save it to an album, which is what we'll do. So the next app which you really need to get is SwiftKey, and this basically replaces your keyboard that comes default with the S7. The Samsung one isn't too bad, but it's not very pretty, it's not too functional. There's no emojis from what I can see, so get SwiftKey, you can see straight away it looks a lot sharper. You can customize the way it looks. You've got a shortcut for emojis. Oh, no emojis. And it's just so easy and nice to use. You can see up the top it starts to predict with emojis as well, and as you type it learns from the way that you've been typing in the past and starts to predict the rest of your sentence. So you can be so quick when you're typing with this thing, and the punctuation is really easy to use as well. It comes with the flow input method, so if you want to use that you can. If not, it's easy to turn off in the settings. But all in all, it's a great app. You're going to be typing a lot, so you need to install this. Okay, now the final app, it's more of a function really. It's pre-installed on the phone. It's the Find My Mobile function. So you want to go into settings, lock screen and security, Find My Mobile. You need to click into that, sign in with your Samsung account, and just tick all the tick boxes. And what this allows you to do, if you lose your phone or if you think it's been stolen, you can go on any PC or any phone, go on the Find My Mobile website, click locate, and it's going to come up with a map showing you where your phone is. And if you go to that location where it is, or even if you've lost your phone in your house or something, you can click ring, and then within a couple of seconds your phone's ringing. You can change the message that appears on the screen as well. You've got emergency mode, which adds a few customizations in if say your kids are out with a phone. You've got power saving mode. If you've lost your phone, you want the battery to stay on for as long as you can, obviously. And then you can obviously lock the device as well. So you put in a password which you choose at the time you're doing this. You can add in a message to come up on the screen, or you could ask someone to phone a number. You could say there's a reward for returning your phone. We'll just say subscribe to Concise Reviews. Don't want them to be able to phone anyone else for now. And then once you do that, within a few seconds the phone's locked. Obviously your phone will need at least a 3G connection for this to work, but you do not want to be losing your phone. This is well worth getting. So yeah, that's 5 apps that I think you should really get on your phone to help you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for more concise reviews.